The First Amendment is probably considered the most well-known and most important part of the U.S. constitutional amendments. We decided to dig deeper to find out how it applies to different kinds of people and what makes it so important.
To remind our viewers, the text of the United States Constitution, Amendment Number 1, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. Floyd.
The First Amendment forbids Congress from both promoting one religion over others and restricting an individual's religious practices. The First Amendment guarantees freedom of expression by prohibiting Congress from restricting the press or the rights of individuals to speak freely.
The First Amendment also guarantees the right of the citizens to assemble peacefully and to petition their government.
Here I have Lori Kroll. She's a business owner of Kroll Family Medicine. Okay, Lori, what do you think the most important amendment is for a business?
Definitely the First Amendment. Sometimes the Second Amendment.
How does the First Amendment affect the business or the business owner?
Being a business owner of a medical practice, you have freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and the freedom of press. So those three things can affect it positively or negatively. Can't make everyone happy, but a lot of times you have, as an employer, you have employees that may leave and not be happy. You may have patients that may not be happy, but then you can also have them be happy. So it's okay. It can affect definitely in a positive or negative way.
How can it damage the reputation of a business?
For example, freedom of speech, freedom of press. You can have someone that wasn't very happy with the business or maybe the outcome of their plan of care. Seems to be that sometimes a bad word travels faster than a good word. You can also have someone publish something in a newspaper, an editor, an article, and it can affect it negatively that way also.
Okay. Can the First Amendment improve a business reputation?
For sure. Just as if you have a freedom of speech, you can, in medicine, as a nurse practitioner, a lot of times you'll have people that are really happy because you spend more time with the patient. So that seems to travel a lot. You have social media that can definitely improve your business because, again, word travels fast.
Have you seen the First Amendment being used in our community?
I have. One time when I was younger, I saw an organization protesting in front of the courthouse in Jasper County.
Okay. Well, thank you, Lori.
This is Pastor Rodney Tollison of Community Bible Church, and we're going to ask him a few questions. What do you think the most important amendment is?
Well, the First Amendment. I think that's what I'm supposed to say.
How can it affect a church?
Well, the First Amendment gives us several rights. First of all, the right to assemble freely, so we have a right to gather. Also gives us freedom of expression, so we can express our religious convictions, we can express worship to God. All of those things are protected under the Constitution. So really that is a right and a privilege that very few have experienced in the history of humanity.
So what are some positive effects of the First Amendment?
Well, basically what I just said, but also that the government cannot establish a religion. That's basically the first clause of the First Amendment. And so consequently they can't establish my religion, evangelical Christianity, but they also can't establish another religion that would be sort of like in competition or might even decide to persecute me and my religion. So just the protection of freedom of religion, but also not establishing a specific religion over any others.
And then what are some negative effects?
I can't really think of any negative effects if the First Amendment is applied correctly, but I suppose that some might look at it and say, because there's freedom of expression, anybody can say anything, anybody can express any ideas, even anti-religious ideas.
What is a reasonable limit when it comes to freedom of speech, when it comes up against national security?
Look, certain types of words have never been protected. Spying is not freedom of speech, right? And other things are not freedom of speech just because people say things. Lying in court is not freedom of speech. It's perjury. People go to jail for it. But in the national security area, it seems to me very important to keep open the means of communication, to let people have their say, even if sometimes it could interfere or potentially interfere with national security. And yet, I mean, if it's a secret of how to build an H-bomb, if it's a secret of weapons and the like, that's a different story.
The First Amendment is the most important because it gives the citizens of the U.S. a choice to follow and say whatever they choose without being reprimanded.
The amendment is the most important amendment because it allows citizens to petition and protest the government without any consequences.
The First Amendment is a slam dunk!
Be an American where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly